Hello, welcome to FICO Expert Spotlights. I'm Sarah Rutherford from the product marketing team, and today I'm talking to Neil Mason, one of our fraud experts. Hi Neil, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for FICO?
Hi Sarah, thanks. Great to be with you on the call today. So my name's Neil Mason. So I'm part of the global fraud domain team here at FICO. I've been with FICO for 11 years. So my role essentially is acting as a fraud SME to support client conversations in the fraud challenges that they are facing today, in identifying ways that we can help them today. I also provide business consultancy support for the many Falcon and fraud platform implementations that are going on around the globe, and that's to ensure from a business perspective that we are configuring the solution to the client's needs and to make sure they're receiving full value from the solution.
Thanks, Neil. So today we're here to talk about card fraud, and card fraud has been around for as long as credit cards and debit cards have been, but it's always changing as fraudsters look for the lowest hanging fruit. So what emerging trends are you seeing right now?
Okay, thanks Sarah. So this is always an interesting conversation because I have different conversations with clients all around the world. It's interesting to see the kind of commonalities and differences between the different regions. So in terms of the commonalities I'm certainly seeing is that card seems to have been that like a forgotten child with heavy focus over recent years on scams and APP fraud, but we've certainly seen an uplift in card fraud recently, and we've seen a movement from scams on real-time payments to the cards fraud domain, and specifically a significant uplift in sophisticated social engineering techniques that are being used by fraudsters, and especially with that new arsenal of technology at their disposal today. Especially with AI freely open to all, that's enabled fraudsters to up their game significantly. We still do see the audacious fraudsters with these courier type scams where they dupe customers into handing over their card and PIN at the door and doing things face to face. Other trends I'm seeing at the moment are certainly on digital wallets on a global scale, but also the return of some of the trends that I saw 20 years ago when I first began my fraud career. Things like BIN and card enumeration attacks are certainly on the uplift again, as well as card skimming attacks as well, albeit with more sophistication these days.
Thanks, Neil. So there's a lot going on with the fraudsters, but what about the card issuers and the banks? What kinds of technologies have they got at their disposal to help them fight these frauds?
Okay, so one of the most important elements for sure today is data and the availability of data that they have for fraud strategies today. So again, if you go back 20 years ago when I was a fraud analyst, all you needed was the key elements like MCC, merchant name, POS entry mode, and you could have strategies like high risk MCCs off the back of that. But now with the sophistication of the fraudsters, we have to ensure that we keep up with that. We enrich our data with elements such as device ID, geolocation, authentication data, digital wallet provisioning data, and we also see some clients using different third-party vendors and orchestrating the data together with things such as device and customer behavior information as well. The other element, which has always been important, is artificial intelligence and machine learning, which FICO has been doing for card fraud for over 30 years now. The consortium-based models continue to evolve today and are certainly the foundation of any fraud strategy with clients that I work with. We have additional elements within those models as well, such as fraud predictor, which gives that extra detection uplift for merchant profiling, and also we have adaptive analytics, which uplifts detection on the fly based on the recent fraud tags that have been added to the system as well. There's also been some exciting developments within the industry regarding large language models with focus on financial services. And I think we can expect to see an extra kind of element here to give more predictive behavior for models in the very short-term future. The other critical element is the customer engagement side at the very end of that customer flow. So we've declined a payment, we've created a case, how we're going to communicate with customers. So automation has been there for several years, but it's becoming more and more important today. And it's so important that we hyper personalize those messages using the right channel for the right customer at the right time. We're expanding channels here. We have email, SMS, WhatsApp, RCS messages according to what the client wants to use and what the customers like to receive as well. And also one thing I'd add there is that it's so important that we personalize those messages according to whether it's a fraud or scam, and making sure that we are using the right messaging there too. And then one final thing I'd add, Sarah, is the exciting developments on Agentic AI that we're doing here at FICO today, which will give the case agents the ability to ask an AI advisor within the case manager extra questions to help them work a case, and also to help develop strategies off the back of that case also.
Thanks, Neil. It sounds like we've got some exciting things coming to help our fraud fighters. It's been great talking to you today, and I look forward to having more expert spotlight conversations with you.
Thanks, Sarah.